What's going on, everybody? I want to welcome you to this week's episode of the Sleeping Giants podcast, presented to you by EETV with Mike and Terrance. What's going on, Mike?
Not much, man. What's going on with you?
Not much, man. Had a good week of going over all these projects, man. I'm definitely excited to talk about them for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Got some late drops in the week too. Some interesting singles from some people that we hadn't heard from in a while too. So I've been interested to talk about some of that stuff as well.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we'll start it off with Monaleo, Where the Flowers Don't Die. For me, I thought this was a very focused project. I know we spoke about Ridgemont Baby quite a while ago, but that video was done very well, kind of gave you some insight into her life and to her story. And, I think she piggybacked off that pretty well, with this project, speaking about her life and everything. I think it was a very focused project. I think she has some good bars, even though some of her rapping is kind of mellow, but I think her bars are structured well. I think she's a good songwriter. And with all this talk about, everybody else from Scarlett to Glorilla and all these other female MCs, I think on a low key level, she's letting her name be known, that she's a force out here as well. Highlights for me would be Sober Mind, Beating Down Your Block, Return of the P. I like that track. Goddess featuring Flo Milli and Ridgemont Baby. But yeah, dope project though.
Yeah, man, I agree with a lot of what you had to say. I think honestly, I don't think there's a bad song on this project. I like the mix of rapping and singing that you get on this project. I thought that was really dope. And I didn't really know that she could sing like that. So that was kind of a surprise to me and a pleasant one. She's a really good singer. Or I'll say she's, for a person that raps and sings, she sings very well. So I was very surprised by that. Highlights for me: Sober Mind, Beating Down Your Block, Return of the P, Goddess featuring Flo Milli, Misunderstood. I thought the whole concept of that track was dope. Savage Interlude, I thought that was dope as well, and Ridgemont Baby. So yeah, I honestly didn't think there was a bad song on this project. Good rapping, good singing. I think it's dope.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys check out Monaleo's album for sure, Where the Flowers Don't Die. Next up, we got Carrie Fate, Real Bitches Don't Die. I'll let you start this one off.
Okay, yeah. Carrie Fate, we've covered her maybe once or twice before. I think we covered the Me First song that's on this project on the pod previously. So excited to get to cover a whole project from her. I was not disappointed. Great collabs on this, some great beats. Strong like Outkast, UGK, Dungeon Family kind of vibes on some of the tracks, which I really appreciated. And from being from Houston, I can kind of understand some of that as well. Highlights for me: Me First, which we previously covered. Turning Heads featuring Big Crit is fire. Money Angels featuring Jazz Cartier. Nice to see him once again on the pod. That was a dope collab, fire. And I like Past Life with I'm guessing that's Felix and the Mind. Just a different kind of vibe on that one, and I thought it was a nice change of pace to what she had going on in the album so far. But I think this is dope though.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of the highlights you pointed out, some of my favorites as well. I like the vibe of this album. I thought a lot of the songs were dope. And also, I think this album was very well produced. They did a good job kind of putting this whole project together. It flowed and was very cohesive. Highlights for me would be H-Town, Me First, Turning Heads featuring Big Crit. I like Crit's performance on there. Money Angels, as you mentioned, with Jazz Cartier. Dog featuring Devin the Dude. It's good to hear Devin back out here, man. I think Devin was on another project that we covered not too long ago, but it's good that his name is getting back out there, and this younger generation can kind of know how dope he is. White Caprice featuring Gangsta Boo. I like her performance on there. And Past Life, as you mentioned, with Felix and The Mind, but dope project.
Yes, sir. And I think that
Oh,
song that you were referencing that Devin was on, or the
mhm,
project, was
mhm.
Zombie Juice's
Yeah,
album.
that's right. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, man. So yeah, shout out to Devin.
Facts.
Next up, man, we got Lil Durk-Almost Healed. This is my first album ever I've ever covered by Lil Durk. So, of course, I've heard a lot of the singles and some other music of his, but never like an entire project. So I went into it with an open mind just to kind of see what he was going to do. Um, having some knowledge of him a little bit and letting this be my first album of his, I can kind of tell, not even listening to any of his other stuff, that this was probably like a mature type of project or whatever. Even like the intro with Alicia Keys kind of talking about some of the stuff that he's been through in his life, some of the losses. Um, and then just the title, like Almost Healed, meaning that you've gone through something to, where you need to be healed or whatever. I think he took some risk on here as well because, even though I like the song with J. Cole, I've heard some criticism about it. Some people think it's too friendly and doesn't kind of fit him or whatever. But I think, again, in my opinion, I think he took like some good risks that kind of paid off. And I like the concept for this album. Highlights for me would be All My Life featuring J. Cole, Never Again, Never Imagined featuring Future. I thought Future had a good performance. Sad Songs, I think that joint is dope. War About It featuring 21 Savage. I got to give a shout out to 21, man. Most of the time he gets on the track with somebody, he definitely lets his presence known. I like Grandson featuring Kodak Black. I thought Kodak went crazy. Across the Globe, Juice World again, dope feature. Drew Hill and Stand By Me featuring Morgan Wallen. He's pretty big in the industry, like he's one of the biggest country stars out there. And I thought that feature was dope. So that one and the one with J. Cole kind of ties into I was talking about him taking some risk.
No, I would agree with that. And I would agree with what you said about the whole focus of this album kind of being mature. Granted, I haven't heard any other Little Durk projects before today or before this one that we're covering now. So, like you said, I've heard singles, but as you mentioned, with some of the subject matter that he's talking about and the title, it seems like an album that is showing some growth, which I think is dope. Highlights from me, I got Pelly Coat, All My Life featuring J. Cole, Never Again, that beat is crazy, fire beat. Put Them on Water is fire as well. Never Imagine featuring Future. Sad Songs, War About It featuring 21 Savage. You Got 'Em, Grandson featuring Kodak Black. B12 I thought was really dope. Across the Globe featuring Juice World and Belt to Ass. So yeah, I think this is a pretty dope project.
Mhm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I liked it, man. I liked it. I thought he did a good job on him.
For sure.
Yeah. Next up, man, we got Jay Worthy and Rock Marciano. Nothing Bigger Than the Program. I'll let you start this one off.
Uh, yeah, this is fire, fire. Rock goes crazy on it, just about every track. Jay Worthy does some excellent rapping as well on this project. Uh, Ab-Soul went crazy on the plug. Like his verse on the plug was ridiculous.
Mhm.
Uh, this is a really dope project. Highlights for me, I got Underground Legends featuring Bun B. We covered that one previously. Bun B went crazy.
Yep.
Nothing Bigger Than the Program featuring Aston Matthews. I thought his verse was very well done. Excellent execution. Makes me more interested to hear more music from him. So I'll be on the lookout for him. The Field featuring J305. Wake Up. I thought Rock went crazy on that song. My Own Too featuring ASAP Ant and Bart Oatmeal. I thought ASAP Ant's verse was very dope. Like in a different way, he kind of had some crazy wordplay that maybe if you didn't know about some of the things he was talking about, you wouldn't really get. So I thought that was very interesting. Shout out to him on that. How and Simple Man featuring Corrupt. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. Fire, dope beats as well. Fire.
Yeah, I agree. I thought a lot of the samples on here were amazing. Both guys can rap. The project was very focused, so yeah, I like it. Highlights for me would be Underground Legends featuring Bun B, as we previously spoke about. Bun has just been on a great run with everything he's doing. The Phil featuring J305. I like that track. The Plug featuring, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is Cocaine from the East Siders. Snoop's group. I think that's Cocaine from there. But dope. And Ab Soul, as you said, Ab Soul went crazy. Wake Up, My Own Two featuring ASAP Ant and Bart Oatmeal. How, I like How. I like that track a lot. And Simple Man, Corrupt Beast. Great album, man. I like it.
Facts.
Yeah, next up we got Jidenna, Me, You, and God. Man, this project here is crazy, man. It kind of puts me into like a 70s vibe, like the production on here, the way he rap, his imagery, like everything kind of reminds me of like something from the 70s. I like the production on here. As you listen to this album, not only can the guy sing, but he can actually rap too. He's got a couple tracks on here. He's doing some spitting. I thought he did a good job on those. And also the theme and the production of it is kind of spacey as well, but it's a dope concept. Me, You, and God. So I like what he did on here. Highlights for me would be Blush, Ripe. Even though Ripe is more like a kind of like a interlude or something like that, but it's still fire. I like Safe featuring Bootsy Collins. Bootsy is just amazing, man. Maybe Swank Fornia, dope track right there. Like Pull Out featuring Roman, G and Arthur, Sweet Bitters, Situation, and You Scary. But man, this project is really dope.
I agree, man. And as you mentioned, Jidenna can rap and sing. Some people may not remember, but there was a song. Was this maybe like 8 to 10 years ago at this point? That was very popular. I'm a Classic Man, and that is
Yeah.
actually Jidenna right there who did that song. So it's nice to see that he's still doing his thing. But definitely has grown some as an artist, as you can see with this project.
Right.
So man, I enjoyed the vibe on this project. I think, as we mentioned about a couple of projects recently, this seems a very mature project.
Mhm.
So I think the subject matter on it is very dope. Dope production. I think it's fire, honestly. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go as far as to say R&B album of the year contender for me.
Mm.
So, and the only reason why I say that is because the majority of the album is R&B, or at least comes across as with an R&B type vibe.
Mhm.
So if I put it in that category, I would definitely say an R&B album of the year contender. Highlights: Misbehave, Front End featuring Roman, Gian Arthur,
Mhm.
and Gardens and Villa. Excellent track. Right, fire. As you mentioned, it's kind of like an interlude, but still fire.
Yep.
Blush, maybe Swankofornia, Bittersweet, or I'm sorry, Sweet Bitters, Situation, and Summer Hunger. All excellent tracks, dope vibe. Shout out to Jidenna. Excellent album.
Yeah, definitely. Man, I forgot all about that. I didn't know that was the same guy that did Classic Man, but yeah, Classic Man was fire, man.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah. All right, man. And last but not least, we got Armani White, Road to Casablanca. I looked this up, just kind of did some little research about this. Actually, this is, even though it's 9 songs on here, they kind of have it more classified as an EP. But I thought he did his thing on here. His bars are very good. you know, I think if you listen to him, he's a deep writer. You know, like if you listen to the concepts that he's doing, like it's very vivid the way he's doing everything. I like the intro with his grandmother. And then also I think with Armani White, I think he's a hit maker. I think the dude makes hits. Highlights for me would be Goated featuring Denzel Curry, Fire Track. We covered that one a while ago, but it's amazing. Billie Eilish, which is a huge record. No Mistakes. Man, my favorite song on this album though is Proud of Me, featuring I think that's that Fredia, Friday or something like that.
Friday.
Friday, man. Like the vocals on there, especially like the chorus and stuff, is fire, man. It's like a kind of like a choir, but the way that song was produced is like amazing. And also the Billie Eilish Legends kind of like remix featuring Ludacris, Busta Rhymes, and Nori. As we mentioned last week, Luda went crazy on there. But yeah, it's a dope EP, and hopefully more and more people will check out what Armani White is doing.
Yeah, facts, man. I think Armani White is dope as well. I agree with what you said about him being a hit maker. I really think that Goldie track should be getting way more buzz than what it's getting. But I think that's an excellent track,
Mhm,
as well as Billie Eilish.
mhm.
Uh, and personally, I like that Silvertooth track. I know you really couldn't get down with but I like the little Bow Wow Take You Home sample
Mhm.
and him and ASAP Ferg just kind of having fun on that track. I like the whole vibe of it. I thought it was dope. But yeah, I don't think there's a bad song on this project. Highlights for me: Goated featuring Denzel Curry, Silvertooth featuring ASAP Ferg, Billie Eilish. Rob Your Ex is hilarious, so
Mhm.
I had to give him props for that. Proud of Me featuring Friday is fire, and as you mentioned, the Billie Eilish Legend remix with Busta Rhymes, Ludacris, and Nori. Fire
Yeah,
project.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, you guys check that out. All right, Mike, what we got for our singles, man?
Yes, sir. Let's get into it. So, first off, we have Sabrina Claudio with Modo Avion. It's fire. Sabrina Claudio is a great singer. Uh, I like the whole vibe of this track. It's fire.
I agree. I like it, man. She definitely did a thing on there.
Okay, next we have Cochise with He He. I'll let you start.
It's cool. I wouldn't like crazy about it, but it's not bad. But I just couldn't kind of get totally into it. But it's a cool track though. Sorry.
Yeah, I would agree. I think it's cool. I don't think it's trash, but it's just cool for me.
Yeah.
Next, we have is this Lay Banks?
Yeah.
Did I
Hmm.
okay, make sure I didn't typo with Throw That. I'll let you start.
Fire. I think this track is hard, man. I mean, kind of like in a weird way, but it's still kind of hard. You know, it's something about this track that's kind of out there, but just listening to the way the 808s are knocking and the way she kind of did the chorus and bars and stuff, it's hard. It's hard.
I like it. I like it. I like the things that you mentioned about the song specifically, the
Yeah.
808s and kind of the way that she rapped on the track.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can give it a dope.
Cool.
Next, we got Logic with Juice 2. This is dope.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah. Logic went crazy, man. I kind of also like the whole bringing up Bishop and Tupac and everything. Yeah, fire.
Yeah, and the video was dope too. We kind of shot the video live at a concert. I don't
Right.
know how many people have done that before, but I thought the whole concept was dope. So
Yeah.
next we have Zacari from TDE with Touch of God. I will say personally, this is the best song I've heard from Zacari. He's been signed to TDE for a minute. To be honest, I is once again, I think I said this recently when he came out. I didn't really get the hype, but this song right here is fire. So I
Mhm.
got to give it to him.
Yeah, fire emoji. I like it.
Next, Big Boss Vette with I Don't Need. I'll let you start.
Not bad, but it's not great either. I was trying to get into it, but I don't know. It's kind of mid for me, but it's not trash by any means, but it's kind of medium.
I like the beat. I think the beat's hard. I think she has a good voice.
Mm.
The song's not bad. I agree with you. I don't think the song's bad. It's I'm right there with you. It's like kind of lukewarm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next we got Drakeo the Ruler featuring Lil Travieso, Moneysign Suede, and Moneysign Suede with Money and Problems. This is
I agree. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool, but it's nothing crazy.
for sure. Next we got Diddy featuring the City Girls and Fabolous with Act Bad. Bro, this is fire. I did not foresee this.
um, it's cool. I think Diddy may have did what Rory did though. I guess if you just hear the song, yeah, it definitely goes. But kind of like what Rory did with that video, like it was just some things in the music video I think kind of took away from the song or whatever. But yeah, Fab went crazy. I thought the City Girl snap. Diddy's verse was pretty hard too. I wasn't really crazy about the hook or whatever, but yeah, it's fire. It's still fire though.
I mean, I can agree with you on the music video. I mean, people tend to do a lot of music videos nowadays, so that's kind of a recurring theme.
Mm,
But I like JT's verse. I thought her verse was dope. Like
mm,
you said, Fab's verse was dope.
mm,
And it was kind of a simple hook, but it worked with the
mm,
beat and
mm.
the subject matter of the song. I thought it worked, so I like it.
Yeah,
Next, Black Odyssey featuring Kirby with "You Got a Man." I'll let you start.
fire emoji. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was dope too. Got a little Busta Rhymes and Janet Jackson interpolation towards the end, so I
Hmm.
thought that was dope. Fire track.
Yeah.
Next, we got Teezo Touchdown with Rock Paper Strippers. Okay, and I'm glad we're talking about Teezo. Uh, Twice I think I said on the pod that Teezo was with PG Lane, and I was wrong about that. I was getting Teezo confused with Tana Leon. Tana Leon was also on the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers album. So that's the person who signed to PG Lane, not Teezo. So I'm glad I get a chance to correct that. We don't have the guys like Will Bond and them to
Right.
correct us at the end. So
Right.
we got to do it ourselves. But this track is cool, man. It's not bad. I think the last track that we covered by him I like a little better.
Hmm.
I get the concept. The video's entertaining.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm just gonna say not bad.
Yeah, I think the beat kind of threw it off a little bit for me. But I know he's an abstract type of guy. So for me, I just say different. It's different. Whether it's good or bad, it's just different.
I feel that. Next, we got ESTG with "Turn the Streets Up." This is cool. He's got some bangers out there.
Mm,
Dropped the album that we covered not too long ago, if I'm not
mm,
mistaken.
mm.
Uh, this was cool. Not necessarily my favorite on the list of songs.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of low key like this one. So I thought it was pretty hard.
Okay, cool. Next, we got Kodak Black with "Gunsmoke Town." This is fire. Fire emoji.
I wanted to go fire emoji. It's cool. I don't know. It's something kind of missing from this track for me, but I like Kodak a lot because his voice just really stands out and everything. Maybe it was the beat or something. Something's just kind of off for me, but he still did his thing though with his writing and his performance.
I feel it. Next, we have Glorilla with Lick or something. This is the best track I've heard from Glow. This is fire. She gets a fire emoji for me on this one. I like it.
Really?
Yeah.
Get into this one, man. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I mean, I thought it was cool. It's not bad, but I don't know. I couldn't really get into it.
I feel it. Maybe I was just having a good day when I listened to that one. I don't know.
No, you might be right. Hey, you might be right. I might be wrong, but I don't know. I couldn't really get into it though.
I feel it. Next, we got Taylor Swift featuring Ice Spice with Karma. I'll let you start this
I don't think it's bad. I wouldn't say it's great either, but I thought it was pretty good though. I mean, Taylor, she's one of those people, all her songs are going to be produced very well, obviously. But yeah, it was cool. I thought Ice had a good performance on there, and hopefully being linked with Taylor is going to enhance her career and introduce her to more and more people. But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it was dope to see her in a different lane.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ice Spice, when I say that,
Mm-hmm.
I like the flow switch on the track. Normally we're used to hearing kind of the drill style from her, so I like the fact that she switched up her flow. That was dope. The track I think is cool, like you said. I don't think it's spectacular, but I don't think it's bad. Interesting pairing, but as we spoke about Lotto and some other people recently, getting into the pop charts or
Mm-hmm.
getting on those pop charts is hard.
Yeah.
So I think this is a good look for her in order to try to break into that type of market. So
yeah, definitely. I think I seen a couple clips too where in Taylor's show Ice performed or whatever. So that's a big look.
okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
Next we got Kota the Friend with Hope You Heal. This is a different sound for Kota. But I like the vibe, and I think the track is a vibe. I gotta go dope.
Yeah, it's hard, man. Yeah, he definitely did his thing on there. Like you said, it's different. But yeah, it's fire.
Facts, facts. Next we got Yeet featuring Young Thug with My Wrist. Now we covered Yeet previously. The last track I really just didn't get it. And I couldn't really hear a lot of what he was saying. This one's a little bit better. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I actually kind of like this one. I like what Thug did on here. I thought the performance was hard. Yeah, and Yeet too. Yeah, I give him a fire emoji. I kind of like it.
I'm not gonna go as far as fire emoji, but I don't think it's bad. I think it's a not bad, cool in that range for me.
I feel
Next we got La Russell featuring Sada Baby with Pergola freestyle. Sada Baby went crazy. This is fire.
Yeah, I like it. I thought both guys went off. A lot of it was kind of tongue in cheek, kind of jokes and stuff, but still, they still kind of snap. I like it.
Facts, facts. Next we got Paige Kennedy with Speed. I'll let you start.
Fire emoji, man. I like that triple entendre he did about what was it see the point? Because in Ohio you got see the point, the theme part. That whole triple entendre was just fire. But yeah, I like this. This is one of my favorite tracks by Paige.
I agree. I think it's dope as well.
Yeah.
Next, we got Simba with 12, Ja Morant. This is fire. Love the message. Love the way that he broke it down. Fire.
Fire emoji. Yeah. Simba's doing his thing, man. I like it.
Facts. Next, we got Jay Hush with It's Crazy. I'll let you start.
Fire. It's kind of got a I guess kind of reggaeton, a reggae type of vibe to it. But yeah, dude went crazy on there. I like it.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought that was like a UK grime type of style that I was picking up from that. I wasn't sure. Maybe
Okay,
I
it
need to
could
go
be.
back
It
and
could be.
listen
I
to
mean,
that.
I know it's kind of got like a Caribbean type tone to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of picked up like a kind of grind, or grime. I'm sorry, not grind, Grime, type of vibe from it. But maybe I need to listen again. But overall, I thought the track was cool. I don't think it's bad, and I see what he was doing with the track. I think it's good.
Yeah, I agree.
Next, we got Ashoka or Ashaka. Maybe we'll go with Ashaka.
Okay.
With Get Out Your Way. This is fire. One of the best tracks of the week to me. Fire.
Yeah, he definitely went in. Bars, everything about how he approached this track was just amazing.
Ashaka, Ashoka.
I think
Get Out Your
Ashoka.
Way.
Yeah.
Ashoka. Okay, let's go with Ashoka.
Okay.
Fire.
Yeah, fire emoji. Yeah.
And next we have Horseshoe Gang, also known as Shoe Gang, with Zodiac Killer. I think this is a dope track, you know. We've covered them a couple times on the show before, obviously being the brothers of King Crooked. They're known for their lyrical ability, their wordplay, and kind of the speed that they rap with on certain tracks. I think this is dope. The whole concept, I think is cool. I thought the video was cool as well. And honestly, I like them. I think they're dope. And I think a lot of times they get written off as kind of speed rappers. And there are a lot of rappers in the game who do just speed rap. But if you really listen to them, their wordplay, their cadences, the different subject matter, the double entendres, like these guys can really rap. It's not just rapping fast for the sake of rapping fast. They can really rap. But I think this track is dope, and I really enjoyed it. What'd you think?
In my opinion, this is their best song, man. I like it. But I think this song here had like a really dope concept to it. And I like the video as well. That was going off, man.
Next, Moneybag Yo with Ocean Spray. You'll be hard pressed to find me say anything negative about a Moneybag Yo song. So fire. I got nothing negative to say.
Yeah, fire emoji. Definitely.
Next, we got Sexy Red featuring Nicki Minaj and Tay Keith with Pound Town 2. I'll let you start.
I put tripping. I think they're tripping. I first heard this song on DJ Drama show on Shade 45. Yeah, it's definitely out there. I'll put it that way.
Hey, Nicki snapped though. I thought Nicki went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nicki snapped. The song, hey, if you like that type of stuff, like that and Slut Me Out and songs like that, then
Yeah.
hey, maybe this is your vibe.
Right.
But Nicki went crazy though to me.
Okay. Yeah.
Next, we got Dave East featuring Dave East. You already know freestyle. This is fire. I love the 112 Michelle A. Color Me Bad scheme he did. That was crazy. Fire.
Yeah, man, he had a lot of dope just lines in here. Just the way he kind of pieced this whole thing together. Incredible, man. Really good.
I agree. Next, Hit Boy and Big Hit, Reckless and Ratchet. I'll let you start.
Fire emoji. Yeah, Big Hit is hard, man. I know Hit Boy had kind of in a funny way was kind of embarrassed, with some of his dad bars in here and stuff he was talking about. But yeah, Big Hit is fire, man. He goes hard, man. I like it.
Hey, he was going crazy. He was talking crazy with it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I like it though.
Yeah.
Production's dope. I like the whole vibe. I think it's fire.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Next, we got Baby Keem and Kendrick Lamar with the Hillbillies. Bro, this is wild, bro. This is wild. I love the vibe on this. I think they both skated on it. Fire.
Fire emoji, man. They was wilding out in the video though, definitely. And what's his name was in it too.
Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler, the creator. But yeah, that was going off, man. I like this a lot. What's the other track that they did off of Baby Keem's album, like the real big one? When Kendrick was talking
Why is
about
it?
smoking on your top 5 and all that.
Yeah. Why can't I remember the name of that track right
Yeah, I
now,
can't think
man?
of it either. But they had 2 songs on there. That one was really good, but the other one, like, was it Ringling Brothers or something like that one?
Range Brothers. I can remember. I remember
Yeah, Range
Range
Brothers.
Brothers because of that whole Top of the Morning thing. But
Uh-huh.
I can't remember the name of the track you're talking
Yeah, I
about
can't
right
think
now.
of it either. But those guys are they got good chemistry together, man. I think they're first cousins too, but yeah, it's fire though.
Yeah, they are cousins. Very similar to how I think Vic and Chance have great chemistry, and
Mhm.
which we recently saw on the Swish track with G-Eazy.
Yeah,
So yeah, and them being cousins, I think adds to that. But
right.
yeah, definitely man, Kendrick and Keem album might possibly be on the way, and if so, I can see that doing crazy numbers.
Yeah, definitely.
Next, we got Big Hit once again with Broke the Mold. Now, this is him by himself on this.
Hmm.
Of course, produced by Hit Boy though.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, fire. I think I like this one better than the other one, but fire, man. Yeah, he's definitely snapping on there.
I agree 100%. I like this one better than the other one. Fire.
Yeah.
Next, Kenny Mason with Dracula. I'll let you start.
Fire, man. Fire. Kenny is the big risk taker, man, but he definitely did his thing on there. I like this track.
I'm almost starting to think that Kenny is impervious to making bad songs. Like I'm right at the brink of thinking that this dude just cannot miss. Like I'm right there. Incredible song of fire. Got to show one of the pod favorites, Love Kane, with Tick Tick. What you think about the video?
This video is fire, man. I kind of like the whole concept of trying to defuse the bomb and everything. His videos are very well thought out, man. Like, performance was great, but his concepts with videos are always good. So shout out to Kane.
Thought the whole concept of it was great. Performance was great. Fire.
Yeah, definitely.
Next, we got Metro Boomin featuring Nav, A Boogie with the Hoodie, and Sway Lee. Calling. This is from the Across the Spider-Verse soundtrack. I thought it was dope. Sway Lee went crazy. Fire.
Hmm. Fire emoji. Yeah, I like it.
Next, very interesting. We have Coke Studios featuring John Batiste, JID, Cat Burns, New Jeans, and Camilio. Or Camilo. We'll go with Camilio.
Hmm.
Or I'm sorry, Camilo.
Hmm.
Camilo. And the track is called Be Who You Are. JID went crazy. John Batiste was fire. Think the song is well done. Nothing negative to say.
Fire emoji.
Next, Dave East, Clarity 2. I think this is dope as well. Maybe not as dope as the first one, but I think it's dope.
Yeah, Dave snaps, man. Dave is man, I hope they can do something just to market him more because he's definitely a beast, man.
I agree. And obviously with him stepping out into the acting world, he was in the Wu-Tang series that
Right.
just wrapped up maybe a couple months ago. He's definitely branching out and stepping into more arenas, and I think more people are going to be more I think he'll be more recognizable to people, not only from the music but from the acting as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And lastly, we have La Chat, Letter to Lola, which is Gangsta Boo. And this is a track where basically, as it says in the title, a letter to Gangsta Boo. I thought it was heartfelt, real, dope track.
Yeah, I agree, man. It's a dope track, man, for sure.
I missed the feature on that one. Did you happen to get that feature?
Yeah, Derez Deshawn.
Thank you, appreciate that. Shout out to both of them.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, man, it's a good week, man. I really enjoy, a lot of the songs, man. Like I say, even with Kane, even though we had covered his album like a week ago, I just think that video just really put more, made me appreciate the song even more. But yeah, Kota the Friend, I like what he did on Hope You Heal, dope. Shoe Game went crazy. And I like what Big Hit is doing too, man.
Yeah, facts. I thought both the tracks with Big Hit were dope. I really like the Ashoka track, Get Out Your Way. I thought that was crazy dope. Simba, I really enjoyed that track. As you mentioned, Coda the Friend. I still got to give up to Diddy, City Girls, and Fab. I thought that was crazy, man.
Yeah.
That track's fire. I think people gonna be hearing it a lot. I do want to also mention, Vic Mensa had a freestyle on Sway recently. I don't know if you got a chance to check that out, but to the people who watch the pod, check out that Vic Mensa freestyle on Sway. It was crazy. In my opinion, the best freestyle I've heard all year. Crazy.
Yeah, man. Give everybody your social media, Mike.
That's M1C_CH3CK on Instagram.
All right. I'm on Instagram as well at Terrance Hill the Great. Facebook, you look for Terrance Hill. Also look for the Sleeping Giants podcast on Facebook as well. You guys be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page. Also, you can find us on Spotify and Apple as well, all those places where podcasts are available. And then lastly, I have also 2 additional YouTube pages, Terrance Hill, the Terrance Hill Music, and also In the Hills. But we appreciate you guys for tuning in to this week's episode of the Sleeping Giants podcast. We'll see you next time. Take care.